I think Derby, as one of the biggest school districts in the state, really deserves to have a top-notch aquatic center. Right now, as I understand it, our teams have to go over to Hayesville to practice, and I think even to do meets rather than hosting our own. I think our students deserve better. As far as funding, I believe that the city would benefit from a top-level aquatic center as well. So there would definitely be negotiation between the school district and the city based on how that would be shared as far as the funding. It really would be a benefit to have a premium aquatic center, and I think it would help to make Derby more of a destination place to live more than it is right now. I put a huge premium on academics. That's why our children in school are in the school, the biggest reason. However, I think we put too much emphasis on the state assessments right now. We assess our children every day, all year long, and the state assessments are a point-in-time test. There are many, many variables that can affect children when they take those state assessments, and I think we put too much weight on it. I'm not saying that it is not important, because it is. It's a component of how we assess our children, and I think we need to do a better job of pulling in these other components when we share out how our students are being successful or struggling. When I saw the assessments for reading last year, instead of just going with much of what I'd heard in the community is that the schools didn't care. And having been a teacher, I knew they care. So I made an appointment with Principal Hamlin when he was still here, and he was very receptive to me coming in. When I came into his office, he had a presentation very detailed about what the school is doing to address reading. I was very impressed with that. So I think we need to allow our educational professionals to come up with solutions and support them and facilitate them as much as possible. And that's a big reason I'm running for the Board of Education. I believe the transgender issue has been addressed. It's been discussed quite a bit in the Derby district in the past, and I think it's been answered. There are district policies, there are state laws, there are federal laws that address the transgender issue. I know there is much concern in the community about this. I believe we do need to do a better job of sharing with the community those policies that are in place to address this. And so based on all of this, as long as Derby is following the policies that have been defined, I have no concern with this. I think the mental health issues in education are huge right now. Having been a teacher for 7 years and watched students who had mental issues really highlighted for me the inability for children to learn efficiently when they're dealing with issues like that, and also many other issues. So I believe that Derby is stressing this more and has recently made some changes, should improve it. As far as how to do it, we need to take what we've done. And the solution for Derby is to provide more support staff for this. I think that's going to help. Right now it's focusing on the high school. I think as we go on, that especially if we see that is as successful as we anticipate, then we need to move that into all of the schools in the district. There's really only one solution. We've got to help kids do better, and by doing that, this goes back to one of the previous questions, as far as testing, children are going to do better when they're able to focus on academics more successfully.